If you own a farm, I'm going to show you a way to stay organized with this farm planner. There's a daily schedule, a calendar, to-do list, plant and harvest tracker. You can track your seed inventory. There's a farm production tracker. You can track your livestock, your mileage, your income and expenses, any orders that you're getting. You can track your inventory, your freezer inventory. There's a profit calculator, a maintenance tracker, and a client tracker. So this is a very, very big sheet. I'm going to show you how it works. It's available in Google Sheets and Excel on my website at savvyandthriving.com. So here we go. This is perfect for you to track what tasks you're working on, as well as anyone else that's working on your farm, and you can assign that task to each person. So say this task is feeding your livestock and someone needs to feed the cows. And they're going to do this at 6:15 a.m. And we're going to do this daily. And the farmer is John. And we're going to feed and water. Okay, the next one is your farm calendar. This is a great way to organize what your plans are for the entire year. So there's a drop-down box of season, and then by month, you can choose what month you're going to do the task. And then you can put in, we're going to check the animals, feed and water. Monthly, we are going to order the supplies. And then additionally, you can put any notes there. Next is your to-do list. So if you need to buy supplies, you can put the date that it needs to be done and then check it off as everything gets completed. The next is your plant and harvest tracker. So here you'll put the plant name, the type, the variety, where did you find the plant or the seed, the location, the date that you planted. So we're going to just choose the date and the date that you harvest. How many plants you planted, how many pounds did you get from that, and then how many tomatoes did you get per plant? How much did it cost per pound? How much are you selling it per pound? How many pounds sold? And then how much did you make? The next is to track your seed inventory. So you can put the name of the category, the type, the variety, the botanical name, where did you get the seed, how many days to maturity, and then does it need full sun, part shade, part sun, or full sun. You can choose the amount that you received. Was it 150 grams, packets or seeds? What date did you receive it, and the expiration date. So as we go along, basically that's how this sheet works. We are just choosing items from the drop-down box. We're typing in information, and then we can go on to the next section. And this is your seed testing sheet. So you can choose the sunlight, the date you planted, the germination rate, and so on. This is your farm production tracker, just to see, what animals are producing, how much milk, how much eggs, and then how much weight gain. So it depends on the item. So you can put your animal name, the species, the breed, when did production start, how many eggs are they producing daily. If you're selling the animals itself, how much weight gain are they getting per week? And then how is your animal doing? And any notes. This is an egg incubation tracker, and the date that they're laid, the incubation start date, the date of the hatching, how many days did it take to incubate, what's the status, what the temperature was, and humidity. This is your livestock management sheet. So you can, again, it's kind of like the other sheet. You can put in the name, the breed, the type, the gender, the birth date, the purchase date of your animal, how much did it cost, the status of your animal, if it's healthy, pregnant, or unwell, if their vaccinations are up to date, have you dewormed them, what's the weight of your animal, the feed brand, the feed amount, the breeding status, the breeding date, and expected due date. So this is a mileage tracker. This is going to help you to track mileage going here or there. This is great for tax purposes as well. So you can put the date of the travel, the description, you can drive from home to the store, the odometer start reading, the odometer finish rating, the cents per mile. I think that the reimbursement is 70 cents per mile right now. This is the mileage cost. You can put if there was any parking fees, any toll fees, the total claim for your mileage, and the if you paid for gas, that trip, you can track that as well. So at the top, you're tracking the total amount paid for gas, the total mileage cost, and the grand total claim for everything, your total mileage and your total trips. This is your income and expense dashboard. Everything that you put on the income and expense tab will come over here to the dashboard. So you'll see the total annual income, the total expenses, and then you can see your income by month. Once you click on the chart, you can see your expenses by month once you click on the chart. And then this will show you your income monthly. So you can see you made 650, you spent 120, and you profited 530. All of these are coming in from a formula. The only thing that you could change on this is if this happens to not be 2026, you wanted to change it to 2027, you go up to the formula box and then it will change it all the way down. This is your income and expense tracker. So you just put in the date, the type, your income or expense, and then you any income that you made, any expenses that you spent, and your net profit for that time. This is your order tracker. This will help you to track any orders that you've got coming in, any revenue that you've made, any net profit, and then the status of your orders as well. So this is great if you're shipping things out or if you have people coming to buy things from you. So you can put the order date, the shop that's buying from you, the order ID, the product that they bought from you, how much did they pay per item, any discount, any fees, the shipping cost, and your net profit. You can also change this to delivery fees if you're delivering this out somewhere. So you can just come in here and write delivery. You can put the status of the order, if it's new, in progress, ready, or delivered, the customer name, the address, email, and if you're shipping it, the tracking number, the ship and arrival date. This is your inventory tracker. This can help you to, track what items that you have in stock and to see, do I need to buy more things? Do I need to restock anything? This is also great because your accountant will ask you sometimes, what's the value of your inventory? And then if you've got this all written down, you can just give them a number. You can put your category. So this is a machine. Let's say supplies. The price per item, and then it'll tell you the value in any notes. This is your freezer inventory tracker. So this can help you to track what you have in your freezer. So if I've got this organized by category, so I've got dairy, veggies, meals, milk, meat, bread, any notes, and a shopping list. So you can just put the item down. What quantity do you have in stock? If it's in stock, and if there's an expiration date. And then check it off as you've gone through your inventory. This is a profit calculator. This is great to know how much things are costing you and also to know how much money you're actually making. Say we're selling 10 tomato plants. So we are going to sell this for $50. If there's any shipping or delivery fees, we're going to charge our customers $10, and then it's going to cost me, $5.50 to actually ship it. How much did these plants actually cost me? Let's say $10. if there's any labor costs, any packaging costs, what your tax rate is, if there's any discount or not. And then this will calculate everything. So then your total cost for everything is $27.20. Your net profit is $32.80, and your profit margin is 54%. Next is a maintenance tracker. This is really helpful if you have large equipment on your farm and you need to know, when has it been reserviced last. So you can write down any oil change, how often it needs to be done, the name of the company that's doing it, or if it's you, you can write that down as well. Their phone, website, how much does it cost to do the oil change, the last date of service, and then what was the completed date. If it was paid yes or no. And then this last one is a great resource to keep track of clients, potential clients you're working with, things like that. So you can put the name of the business, the contact name, their phone, email, address, where did you find them, phone, networking, and any to-dos. So I know I flew through this sheet, but there's a lot here to help you to stay organized. I hope this helps you. Again, it's available on my website at savvyandthriving.com. And let me know if you have any questions.